Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What the Football channel. This is the BH and Scrubber Show. And on today's show, we're going to be reviewing the game that we played against the Tennessee Titans this past weekend. It was a home game. Obviously, it was a win. We really laid it to them pretty good. So there won't be any, we got a bye week coming up. So we are going to take a couple weeks off like the team is. We recommend you do the same. Watch some other games. There are some good ones coming up. So Thursday's game will be good. So keep an eye on that. And yeah, it was a good win. Lots of good things to say. BH, what did you think?
Yeah, I was so relieved to not have to come back for a fourth straight week and review a loss for starters.
Oh,
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's one of those things where everyone just popped. Everyone was dog shit. And then now this week, everyone just came
yeah.
through. It's like, what the hell? Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird. It's like alchemy, man. You can't figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone just did good. Sometimes just being sick of losing, it's just enough to bring you all together and you get in there, you get it going. Offensive line was fantastic. I think maybe the offensive line, maybe that was the harbinger. Maybe that was always the thing, at least on offense, because our offense was stagnating. And we're like, was it Jaden? We get the running back. What's going on? And Tyler Biadasz had like this 85 PFF and a 90 PFF blocking score, which is
Nice.
like almost perfect. Like you made every block, you sealed off every guy. I mean, if your center has a 90 blocking score, I guarantee you're running on people. You know
And
what I
we did.
mean? And we did. And we kind of complained last week. Well, why is it there's not only do we not get holes, we don't get any push.
Hmm.
It seems like the running backs hit. Well, they pushed them. They pushed them. They pushed them back. I don't know if they all just came together at the right time. I don't know if there's a fundamental change led by Biadasz where they wanted, maybe they talked to the OC and the line coach and said, hey, can we attack more? Can we stop waiting? Can we can we just butcher people, and stop being I don't know what happened. And maybe it was nothing. Maybe there's nothing you can but if your center has the best game of
Hmm.
his career for the team, and the offensive line goes out and kills everybody.
Hmm.
Okay, one other thing. Maybe when remember Biadasz got knocked senseless. Remember, he got hit in the head in that last game. Might have unlocked something, bro.
Yeah.
but but anyway, that's all I got there. I really do. The offensive line and we all trenches make things go. And our trenches on both sides did their job.
Cornelius Lucas played for Wiley. That's a
Yep,
possible extra uh,
without a doubt.
change. That's a definite change. So
Yep. Yeah, he's he's the weak link. Wiley, not to bash him, better to be your backup swing tackle, to be honest,
mm-hmm.
because he can play both sides. But God, Cornelius has only ever done good when he gets in there. And the other side of it is not that he was playing or anything, but the weakest um, defensive player or DB was Emmanuel Forbes, and he's gone. So just and we talked about it the week before. A guy I like, but he's just not coming through is Fedarian. I told you he's 119 out of 119 defensive tackles.
Hmm.
You saw his he lost about 10 to 15 plays in the last two games. They were reducing his plays, and then this week he's inactive.
Yeah.
So it's nothing personal, but they're taking like the least guy. They're going, yeah, you're not working. So we're
Yep.
going to cut you. We're going to put you on the practice squad, whatever. Because there's other guys. We got to give other guys a chance because
Carl
you're not
Davis.
cutting it. Carl Davis, and that's our boy. Carl had a great PFF rating. He had limited snaps, but God, he is big. He's 6'5", 328.
Jesus.
He's a dog. So that's another thing because we held them to 34 yards rushing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they might have had Carl in on some early downs, some short yardage downs, and let him tie up two blockers and eat space and let our linebackers and other D linemen penetrate. 34 yards, dude. I mean, they're not a great rushing team, but they're good.
Mm-hmm.
They've got good running backs. So, yeah. So to your point, someone gets demoted. someone else gets a chance. Another guy that got a chance again was a Sheldon Day.
Yep.
And he had another good weekend. He had a good rating, so he's and I'm kind of watching. They are kind of giving everybody more breaks. Darren Payne and Johnny Newton get the most, but it's not like last year where we were always complaining that Payne and Allen are playing like 80% of the snaps.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go over and look at the Eagles, who have a monster D line, and their defensive tackles are playing 54% of the snaps.
Yeah.
Well, we always said, well, what happens in the fourth, man? Well, they're ground down to shit by then. These are big dudes. These are 300-pound men running and chasing. Remember, offensive linemen, I know offensive linemen go out and pull and get out in the flat, but man, defensive linemen have to run and chase all day long. So, yeah, really happy with all them and happy with Tyler Biotis just getting out there and leading the crew. And the thing is, if it had just been, let's just say we ran really good, the O-line was doing good there, but Jaden was stale, the pocket was breaking up, or the flip side, they were protecting Jaden and the guys were just running into the line like before, not many lanes, but this was both. Jaden had plenty of time. The running backs had holes. And one last thing, watching some of the All-22 is how well B-Rob and Chris Rodriguez found the holes. They're power runners, but I watched them on a bunch of plays. Real good finesse, knew when to cut back into the hole. Chris Rodriguez, man, our number one rated PFF. He had a 90. Yeah. And he showed. So, yeah. So, I don't know what else to say, man. I mean, just everyone really stood up. And I think we both, once again, I know I'm patting us on the back, but all the things we were screaming for, time of possession.
Yeah.
What about Chris Rodriguez? Why can't Chris Rodriguez get a chance?
Yeah.
And sure as hell, we dominated time of possession, and Chris Rodriguez looked great.
He did.
So,
yeah,
he really did.
Yeah, I really like the time of possession thing. That's one of my latest 5 or 6 games pet peeves, and we doubled them. We had 40 minutes. They had 20 minutes. That's insane. We had 20 minutes more time of possession than them. It's like, holy crap. And what I complained about last week was, and, speaking to what you said about the defense and them being big guys and having them be out there and run all the time, we needed our offense. We said it last week. I need a 11 play, 77-yard, 5-minute drive. I need a 9 play, 82-yard, 4-minute drive to give that defense a rest. And that's exactly what happened. And of course, our defense did good. We gave our offense good field position a couple times.
Yep.
So I thought that was good. The time and the my other stat is passing to rushing. I don't like it when it's lopsided, except when it's lopsided to the rushing side.
Exactly.
To the rushing side, you're doing good, not the other way around.
You are.
So,
yeah.
I thought that was great. I thought our third down conversions was good. We had a shitload of first downs. I don't know how much the last 3 games before this, we would only get, a 1st and 2,
I know,
2nd and 4, and a 3rd and somewhat long. And this game, we were getting 6 or 7 at least on the first down, and then getting the next first down, getting easy first downs. And so that was huge. I thought Jaden got the ball out of his hands a little quicker. He had good blockage, like you said. He got it to Terry McLaurin early and often. That was great. Let's see what else on the defensive side. I just thought they did overall really, really good. Good coverage. Special teams was good, except our boy Rodriguez missed 2 field goals. Even if we beat the crap out of Tennessee, I don't like missing field goals, and both of them almost looked exactly the same. One was like a 46 and one was like a 51. And they almost, you put the 2 side by side and they looked almost exact.
Yeah.
Pushed him to the right, he barely missed, but
Yeah, he had enough leg, and he just pushed him right.
Yeah.
So to me, that's fixable.
Yeah.
That's not, he didn't kick it low and get it blocked. He didn't hit the shank.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a slight adjustment. But yeah. And then what's weird though is he kicked. I mean, I know extra points are not real long, but I mean, they're 33 yards now, and he nailed 6 of those. So I
Yeah.
don't get it. Well,
Yeah.
he's got 2 weeks to figure it out. And we're kind of stuck with our boy. What is it? Zane Gonzalez. Is that
That's
it?
his name. Yep.
Yeah, Zane. So Zane, they have to sign him to the roster because
Yeah.
they did that. Remember, you were talking about that. You drop him from the practice squad up and up, and at one point you're limited. You got to keep the guy. So they signed him. So that's good. That means okay, we're committed to you. So get your shit together. And hey, man, it helps with the paycheck too. When you're on the regular roster, you get really paid. So a lot of impetus to work hard, stay
Mhm.
on the team. You're on a good team with a good coaches. You got good
Yeah.
guys. You're
Dude.
going to the playoffs, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sad too because he's probably sitting there going, "Shit, I was the." His wife probably told him, "Wow, everyone played good, but you, the fuck." I mean, I'm here with all my girlfriends and everything, and you're out there. Shit, what the
Thinking up the
hell?
place.
It's embarrassing. Yeah, everyone else, the center played good, the DBs played good. So, yeah, it was really fun to watch. Jaden Quick got the ball out, and really only one pass to a running back. So everything was downfield. Now there were some short ones, some crossing routes, got everybody involved. Diami Brown, Noah Brown got in. I'm
Yeah.
excited about Diami. I think Diami's looking better and better. I didn't expect that. I think they're moving him more because towards being a more well-rounded receiver instead of just that go route guy all the time, which
Mhm.
he's good at. He burns guys downfield. But I mean, he did a comeback. He did some crossing routes, and like you said earlier, he does a good job holding on to the ball.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
he did a lot of work in the off season. Yeah, the play for me that was the best pass catch was that slant
Yeah.
to Terry
In the end zone.
because it was down and away, and whenever you're on a slant, you're going to get hit by the DB. You're not going to. It's going to be close, and the DB can get there a little extra. Unless it's flagrant, the refs aren't going to call it. And he did get. The guy was like right on him. It was low and away, and he just smothered it. Boom, touchdown.
We did
And then
that play
Jaden
a
did. The
few
guy.
weeks ago.
We did exactly. It's almost like they know it's coming, but
It's the
Jaden
exact
throws
same
it
play,
hard.
dude.
Yeah, Jaden throws it hard and low, and Terry
Yeah.
dares that guy. Terry says the only way you're defending this is pass interference.
Yep.
I'm going to catch it, or you're going to interfere with me. And then what happened was there was a two-way play, a two-way read because he had a defender there looking like he was going to blitz
Yes.
and wondering which way he was going to go because they both lined up like he was going to go back and help Terry there, and the guy blitzed, and Jaden read it right, but the guy was coming at him. And so they showed it from behind, and Jaden had to throw it sidearm.
Oh yeah,
to get around him.
Mhm.
And the ball didn't flutter. It had tons of velocity, and so I thought that was good. I mean, I'm not a proponent of sidearm throwing,
Mhm.
but when you have to do it, and so that was good. It was good to see a young guy like that, especially at this point of his career, kind of make a play like that because you see if a guy can do that once. Okay, that's in his repertoire. He can do it again. So, sometimes you see some of those things for the first time, you go, oh, that's good. You want to see some of that in any player, any of their rep. But that's like I say, Diami. I want to see Diami doing comebacks. I want to see him doing crossing routes. I don't always want to see him doing deep balls. So, really happy. How the only injury I heard of, I think it was Noah Brown had a little rib thing, but I didn't hear about anyone else. Did you?
No, going into the bye week, that's good to hear.
That's incredible. You haven't heard anything, the same, and even then I haven't gotten a report on it yet. We'll look into it, but it could be, who knows, probably just got hit in the ribs and it hurt a little. He's got 2 more weeks to come back, but yeah, we've done really well in that regard. So going into the bye week fairly healthy and having 2 weeks to get even healthier for the 4 most important games, right? 4 more games.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
New Orleans, the Eagles, Atlanta, and Dallas.
Yes.
So
that's our whole season, man. On those games, it starts in 2 weeks.
yep.
So
yeah, we're looking
yep,
good.
and
We're we're still on the cusp. We're still number 7.
Yeah, we're still there. We kind of control our own destiny.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'd like to win all 4 of them,
Yeah.
but things don't always work out that way. But having said that, I've looked at the schedule enough times. There's a lot of canceling out going there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Atlanta's still got to play Tampa Bay. Green Bay still has to play Detroit. Minnesota has to play Green Bay. So a lot of guys beating the crap out of each other. So so there is a benefit to us. So yeah, and we can take care of business. When we beat New Orleans, they're out.
Yeah,
they're gone. Yeah. I mean, I know they're not very close, but you know, as soon as we can eliminate more teams, the better. So
definitely.
Yeah, pretty exciting, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, good stuff. Great game. Very exciting. Glad we broke that losing streak. That shit had me worried for a second there. So, but they look like night and fucking day to the 3 weeks prior to that. I was like, who are these guys? You know, fuck. So,
remember that first drive?
Yeah,
two passes and a 40-yard run.
Yeah, boom. Yeah. Then we got good
crazy.
Field position and did another one real quick. So
yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
All
and
right.
ran up the middle on them. And that was really their, I mean, we said in another show, I mean, they got their front 3, their D line is really good and solid. And they got, you know, their front 7 is pretty darn good at stopping, but we went right at them and pretty much kind of dictated to them how things are going to go. So
hopefully that carries over in the future.
Let's hope.
Yeah. All right. Did we get it all?
I think we did.
All right. Well, folks, we will probably see you in a couple weeks on that following Friday. I think that's maybe it's the 13th. Forget what day that is coming up. It'll be that Friday. We'll do the preview game, and that's going to be up against New Orleans. So we'll see you all then. Thanks, everybody.